up, beautiful souls? Your boy Loon is back with another Reddit read, and today we are back on Am I the Devil? Some of you guys absolutely love this subreddit as well as I. It's one of my favorites, and for those of you guys that are new to it, Am I the Devil is essentially a subreddit where people find various posts on Reddit where OP is the obvious villain and devil. It's always a fun time. It's usually lighthearted and goofy too, so I'm excited because it's a nice switch up from all the incel stuff we do. And real quick, I just wanted to say thank you everyone who's been helping me out and supporting this channel this last month. This last month has been a big month for us in terms of like money and also like subscribers and everything. It's been great, and hopefully we can roll this into September. So I hope everyone has a great start to their month. And with that being said, let's get into r/AmITheDevil. All right, so we got the top post of the week on AmITheDevil here. Let's see what's popping. All right, first one up, the title says, agrees with forced birth. Oh no, right off rip, we're doing a pro-life, pro-choice one. This is gonna be fun. All right, so we're on r/pro-life. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting one. The title of the original post was how to show empathy as a pro-lifer to someone that feels they were harmed by pro-life. Weird, okay. But let's hear them out. Okay. So 20 years ago, one of my closest relatives experienced a pregnancy that even many pro-life people believe is an edge case or exception. Pregnant at 12 following, what? 12 years old? That's freaking insane. Dude, when I was 12, I was worried about getting on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I can't even imagine being pregnant. I can't even imagine being a girl. All right, so pregnant at 12 following an essay by an adult. I love how I promised you guys that, like I mentioned, oh, this could be a lighthearted one. This could be fun. I'm sorry. I guess we're gonna lock in on this one. This is the top post of the week too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely blur this one for a bit. So one of their closest relatives, got essayed, got pregnant, which is so freaking crappy. Like that's why I don't understand how people can fully go balls to wall on the pro-life thing. Because in like situations like this where they're literally 12, imagine being 12 and you're like, oh, you know what? Here's a kid. Got to deal with this for the rest of your life now. That's it. All right. Anyways, that's so silly. My extended family was very devout and pro-life, so an abortion was refused. The pregnancy ended in a stillbirth. Damn, this is just so intense to imagine all of this happening and you're 12. Like, what the, dude, this is, I'm angry now. I can't believe this. I was going on Am I the Devil being like, oh, this is gonna be fun. Why? Why is this a thing where in our society right now, we can just tell a 12-year-old, no, you're gonna have to have this kid. That's insane that that's a thing anywhere on earth, let alone in this situation. And yeah, also, why are guys deciding what women can? Okay, anyway, I'm gonna stop ranting. This always happens. All right, let's go on. Let's continue this. She had a lot of complications from the pregnancy that led to several surgeries and procedures as a teenager to try to fix things. But she ended up with fertility issues. In the time she's been married, since then, and has had several more surgeries and other procedures and 4 miscarriages. Dude, poor girl. All this to say that she still has constant mental and physical struggles. In all honesty, she's probably struggling more psychologically now than she was then. In the last few years, she made comments that she should have been allowed to have an abortion and was forced to birth that blank blank baby, all ending with how it all ruined her life. She's my cousin, more like a sister really, and I'm only 2 years older than her. Watching her struggle over our entire lives has been the greatest shelf breaker I've ever had to face. What the hell is a shelf breaker? That would have been bad. Mormons like to say, oh, that's on my shelf. This is a Mormon term? Chat, what the hell is a shelf breaker? I've never seen this metaphor, blah, blah, blah. So, have you ever heard? What the hell? Does anybody know what kind of Amish-ass Mormon shit is this? All right, anyways. Also, I'm obviously coping with the intensity of this story with comedy, but yeah, this is obviously very poopy. Watching her struggle over her entire lives has been the greatest shelf breaker I've ever had to face, whatever that means. I know I had my doubts. My whole family has. Mine have changed over this. It really breaks my heart. I'm often the first one sitting with her in the hospital when another emergency happens. I don't know what to do when she talks like this. Ultimately, I believe abortion is never morally justifiable. What? Dude, what a plot twist. This is like an M. Night Shyamalan plot twist. She says all this stuff. Like, here, this crazy situation. You won't ever believe it. But abortion, never justifiable. Like, that was such a plot twist. No wonder this is Am I the Devil? Dude, this person's horrible. You go through all of that with your cousin, and you say it's like your sister, and then you still think that okay, I don't know. I don't know where to go with this. I know why I believe it. I want to be there for her and on her side. I just don't know how to do that without claiming or making her think anyway that I do actually believe an abortion should have happened and she is the victim of her first child. Wait, what? But anything I can think to say to respond sounds cold and lecturing. She doesn't need that and it's not helpful. Does anyone have any ideas? Maybe not think this way? What? That's crazy. I can't believe people are like this. Okay, someone in the comments says, it's insane how many of them are sticking to the argument that she could have been physically hurt just as badly by the abortion and would be in the same place. Legal abortions are statistically a lot safer than childbirth. Actually, especially when the person in question is 12 effing years old. Yeah, dude, I just grazed over the fact this person was 12 going through this, and you're still thinking, no abortion. No abortion. That's crazy. Again, 12 years old. I'm worried about foster home for imaginary friends. This girl's getting pregnant. Like, that's insane. What is the F is wrong with these people that they are only capable of having empathy for fetuses? Yeah, and look, anybody can say whatever. You guys know on this channel, I try to stay somewhat apolitical because I am a pretty in the middle kind of guy. I'm a moderate guy. I don't think that pro-life, pro-choice, in my opinion, is political. I know that's a fucking hot take in 2025. I don't think it should be a political thing. I know it is because it gets attached to the whole left versus right thing, which is also stupid. I think it's when you're dealing with someone's life, I think it's more of a humanitarian issue. And it should be bipartisan. But I don't know. I'm just a guy. I'm just a 28-year-old Asian guy who doesn't even, I still read at like a 12-year-old level too. So I'm just a guy, I'm just a boy. But yeah, anyways, let's move on to another one. And hopefully it is less intense than that one. That was crazy. All right, next one says, I gave my AP my daughter's college fund. All right, well, this one sounds interesting. So the original post was on AITA, and it says AITA for revoking my daughter's college fund. All right, here we go. I know it sounds bad, but please hear me out. I love how it starts like that. It's as like she already knows it's like horrible. When my wife and I divorced, my daughter, who's 14, took my wife's side. Brother, is that why you took her college fund? That's messed up. All right, let's hear him out. Which I was pretty upset and surprised about. She was 12 when we separated, and we were very close. Unlike her and her mother, I didn't hold it against her because she's just a kid and didn't know any better. And I make an effort to see her. I love spending time with my daughter. I met my current wife 4 years ago. She was pre-law and she was in school? Okay. And was planning on taking loans to pay for her law school. However, about 2 years later, we got engaged and I didn't want to take on any loans, so I offered to pay for her law school. Oh no, you're not going to tell me you took your daughter's money to pay for your new wife's, what? All right, let's hear this out. She was apprehensive, but I wanted a good start for our marriage and not want any loans hanging over our heads. And she agreed. Of course she agreed. I would agree to, bro, I would get married right now if somebody took all my loans. Luckily, I don't have any, but if I had all my loans again, I'd be like, all right, 30K? Sounds like a deal to me. It looks like we're getting married. Obviously joking, but all right, I used my daughter's college fund to pay for my wife's school. Dude, he did it. Bro, what the, how do you look at your, hey, what is that Sam Smith song? Like, how do you sleep at night? Whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about? That one song? Yeah, this song. How do you sleep at night? Or whatever. That's how I feel right now with this guy. Like, what? And so he used his daughter's college fund to pay for his new wife's school and plan on replenishing it. Sorry. I told you guys I have a 12-year-old reading level. It's so that my daughter would have a fund when it was her turn to go to college. That's so weird to think about. Like, your daughter's gonna be in college in like 6 years and your current wife is in college. That's weird. That's a little Leonardo DiCaprio. I put a little money each month. I honestly thought this was okay because when I had asked her about college at the time of doing this, she said that she wanted to go to quote unquote makeup school and be a makeup artist and that college sucks. Dude, makeup school is still expensive and like is still an respected profession. I hate how this guy thinks that makeup school is like a joke, the way that he's saying it. as somebody who is literally in the beauty industry with the nail salon, like that's a real job. And some people who do makeup and with makeup school, you know, there's microblading, there's permanent makeup, and there's also like you can go to action school. A lot of those people, not all, but a lot, can make more than a lot of people in college. So pretty silly of him, if I say. Well, apparently her mindset has changed on Sunday. We met up and she was talking about her AP classes. I was surprised because I didn't think she was interested in school. I asked her if she was joking, and she said that she's aiming for CS at some top private college and that her dream is to start a startup business. Now, do you feel like a dumbass because your daughter's fucking awesome and now you can't even support her? You fucking devil. She then asked me if I had a college fund, and she wanted to know if she could add on an EC or get a job. Oh, if she should get a job or add on an EC, or, you know, I actually don't know what an EC is, but I'm guessing that's some type of loan. I don't know. I told her the truth about her college fund, and that right now, what, bro? Okay, I get that you did something messed up, but telling your daughter that too, oh, dude, I can only imagine. I told her the truth about her college fund and that right now that's not enough money for even a year at a private college. Then she started crying and making a scene and told me that she couldn't believe that I chose my wife, quote unquote, your new wife, okay, over her mom, and now I'm choosing her again over my daughter, which is not true since my daughter is getting a fund, just a private school tuition. Just not a private school tuition. No, it is true, buddy. You did choose your new wife over your daughter. Like, what? You literally just said it earlier. You're like, I gave my wife, her money. I'll figure it out later. She then called my wife a bunch of awful names that I won't say here. I bet you I can guess what names. It rhymes with bunt. I told her that she's probably not going to get into a private school because she wasn't even serious about school 2 years ago. Bro, this is like the worst dad of the year award. Or ever. You told her she wasn't good enough to go to private school? What the hell? Oh, this guy sucks. She called me a dad. Yeah, you are. And ran away until her mom came to get her. I wonder why she picked her mom. Like, I'm starting to piece it together. It's like I'm in that scene with Zach Galifianakis in Hangover where he goes down the elevator and she's like putting all the math together. That's me right now. Her mom later called me angrily about what I said to her and said that her daughter is on track to win some prestigious science fair awards and that I was way out of line for what I said and that I obviously don't know her, which is like true because you literally think that she's not good enough for private school, yet she's winning like science fair awards. I was honestly so done with the BS she pulled and her attitude towards my wife. Never has ever been good. And said that I was probably going to revoke my daughter's college fund since she obviously doesn't deserve it with what she pulled today. So her telling you that you're nuts for taking your money, her money that you set aside to your new wife, and now you're just like, how dare you? I'm just not gonna give you any. Dude, you sound like the worst dad ever. And you had the audacity to start this with, oh, I'm really close to my daughter. Blah, 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 blah. My daughter is now refusing to see me and calling me by my first name. Hell yeah. I fuck with your daughter. She dope. I still stand by my decision. Am I the a-hole? I can't believe people on this planet of Earth go on AITA and post stuff like this. That is just so common sensely. Like, you are such a dumbass and a-hole. Like, how do you not realize this? Let's read his edit though. He edits, goes back on and says, I'm done with these rude comments about my wife. It's, am I the a-hole, not is my wife the a-hole? Yeah, but you've obviously never been on Am I the a-hole because anybody can be the a-hole in these. Not that you guys deserve any additional information, but my wife is really great. Hey, you know what? Now that you said that, this makes a lot of sense. You know what? You're right. You should have take all the money. Just give it to your new wife because she's great. Your daughter's not great. No way was your ex-wife great either. You're not even great, but your wife, she's great. Give her all the money. I totally believe it now that you said that. I'll accept an asshole judgment for me cheating even though... Wait, he cheated on her? Hold up. Did I miss that? Wait, when did he mention that he cheated on his wife? That's a whole nother layer. Did I miss this? So he cheated on her too. Dude, this guy's the worst. I'll accept an a-hole judgment for me cheating even though it's really not what I'm asking in this post, but everyone seems to be hella bent on it. I was a super a-hole for cheating. Happy? My wife wasn't. When we met, I was 32 and she was 20. Hi, my name is Chris Hansen. You're watching To Catch a Predator. Dude, not actually, allegedly. Obviously, 20 is legal. I'm making a joke, but he's a Leonardo DiCaprio. Ow. Arguably, it could be a Bill Belichick, too. You guys know about this guy? Bill Belichick, 70 freaking 3 years old, just lost his first game. Married to a 26-year-old girl or 25 or whatever, and she has a jewelry brand called Gold Diggers. Yeah, files for Gold Digger trademark. That's crazy. All right, anyways, we had a casual relationship, and I didn't mean to start it, but she was so amazing. Hold up. Oh, you're telling me you cheated on with your ex-wife, mother of your daughter, with a 20-year-old, then gave your daughter's college tuition. Also, your new wife was only 6 years older. Well, actually, I guess he said she was 20. So she's probably like, I'm gonna ballpark 8 to 10 years older than your daughter. Like, that's not weird to you, like, at all? Like, you know? And then you were just like, you know what? Just take all my daughter's money and give it to my new wife. She's only like 8 years older than her. They could be siblings. We had a casual relationship, and I didn't mean to start it, but she was so amazing and had such a vibrant personality, and I was really depressed at the time. Boo-hoo. Look at him playing victim. But she helped uplift me. Oh, amazing. I didn't tell her I was married. Dude, this guy is the actual worst. It just keeps getting worse. Only that I had a daughter. And I know that's bad, but I didn't feel married to my ex-wife at that time. So just because you didn't feel that at the time, you're like, yeah, that justifies it. I'm gonna go make out with a 20-year-old. I was so unhappy, and she was too. My wife and I had an amazing relationship. Well, why don't you just like talk to her and then end things and then continue whatever, you know? You're still gonna be a little creepy for going for a 20-year-old, but at least you're not a creepy cheater. My wife and I had an amazing relationship, and really? Are you sure? As she was going to be a graduate college soon. Going to be graduating college soon. Oh, you mean your new wife. Okay. So your current wife, and I had an amazing relationship, and as she was going to be graduating college soon, that's a crazy statement right there. The fact that your daughter's about to go to college and your wife is graduating college, that's so weird. She wanted to get serious. I told her the truth, and my wife was upset, but she decided to forgive me. That's crazy. I proposed and introduced her to my daughter, and she hoped we would be a family. She was nothing but kind to my daughter, but my daughter was hostile from a minute that she met her. Never gave her a chance. Gee, I wonder why. My daughter and my mom would play cruel pranks on her, like organizing a date and never showing up. Yo, that's actually hilarious, though. They mean girled her. Your mom and your daughter mean girled your wife. Mean Girls, sorry, the movie reference. Spreading rumors about her to all my relatives, making fun of her to her face. My wife took the high route and forgave all of that, only speaking highly of my daughter. Even to her friends, she'll brag about how pretty and amazing my daughter is and how she's sure my daughter will accept her when she's a bit older. So yes, my wife is a saint and an amazing person. I don't know why, but like nothing that's coming out of this dude's mouth, I can believe now. Even like, sure, his wife might be amazing, but him saying this for some reason just doesn't roll off right. Stop on her, Reddit. You got your backstory. This guy must be it must be his first time on the internet. Cause like, this is not even that bad. Like if you go on Instagram and you post something like this, dude, you're gonna get grilled into existence. Dude, he has more edits. So he edits again and says, I will keep my daughter's fund and try to add enough money for private school. I love how you got bullied into doing that by Reddit. If she doesn't apologize and consider my wife her family though, she won't be getting it. Oh, so you're gonna give her an ultimatum? That's crazy. I'd rather her be hostile to me and hate me rather than my wife, since I effed up, but my wife is feeling guilty over something that's not her mistake. Buddy, your wife chose to marry you after knowing that you cheated on your ex-wife, who is the mother of your daughter, with her. So yeah, she could be whatever saint in the world, but she's still a homewrecker. Like what? And then triple edit. We got 3 edits. Another edit. So a lot of went down after I posted this because I posted this actually. My wife called my daughter's mother because she felt bad about the situation and is sad about my relationship with my daughter. She insisted on the remaining money in her account, about $45,000, to my daughter be in a separate fund controlled by her mother. Her mother didn't take that well and hung up on my wife after telling her that she didn't need her charity. My wife now won't talk to me because she feels that I put her in a bad position and should have told her that because, oh, before that, the money was my daughter's because she figured out that it was just extra money I had left over and not my daughter's fund. Oh, so your wife didn't even know? Dude, okay, maybe your wife is actually a good person and, well, you know, she's still a homewrecker, but you're like the worst. And out of all this story, you just constantly are the villain. She's saying that I caused unnecessary drama and could have handled the situation way better. Facts. And that she's trying to her best to fix what I broke, but she's exhausted. She's currently packing to go stay with her parents for the time being. So that's that. Dude, you really just ruined 2 relationships. Yo, this guy is like the Michael Jordan of being a terrible husband. My ex-wife is furious at me because my wife called her and she didn't want to hear my wife's voice. She blew up at me for taking everything so far and is blaming me for ruining everyone's happiness. She says that I can't fix anything anymore and not to even worry about my daughter's fun because she didn't raise her daughter to get on all 4 knees and beg. Facts. And that she has everything figured out for her daughter now. She thanked me for putting everything in perspective and that I am no longer permitted to visit or contact my daughter. She has full custody. Dude, you really effed up, bro. I'm now sitting here typing out this all out and figuring out ways to contest custody. So that's what's happening in my life right now. I just don't get how everything got all messed up when my heart was in the right place. I don't feel wrong. Dude, this guy he has to be like a narcissist or like a sociopath or something. Or just an actual dumbass. Because like, how do you not feel wrong after all this? He has taken no accountability for any of this. He is fully gone victimhood. Let's read the comments. Boy, was that guy a piece of work. I love how he very carefully avoided mentioning the affair and mentioning, yeah, I thought I was tripping. When he said that he cheated, I was like, hold up, what was that a thing? And mentioned meeting his current wife as if it was something that happened after divorce rather than it being the affair partner. He knew it would make him look bad, and so he tried to hide it. Yeah, dude, this guy is very manipulative. But people figure it out anyway since it's the only thing that makes sense. Real jerk who barely wants to admit his own fault. Exactly. Zero accountability. And somehow acts like the AP or the affair partner who didn't leave once she knew it was an affair if somehow completely innocent. Yeah, I have a great book for this guy. He should read this book, Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. He needs this. He needs this in life. And that's coming from a guy who hates reading. So just take that with a grain of salt. All right, let's read one more before we end it. Let's read a good one. Let's see. All right, this one looks good. She just gave birth, cut her some slack. Oh, we got another birth one. We love this. It's a birth episode today. So this is on, the original post was on r/true off my chest. The original post's title was, our newborn who is 1 month is making me see my wife as stupid. Dude, what? Okay, all right. Let's lock in. All right, so it's making me see my wife as stupid, and it's turning me into an a-hole. I feel awful and need to stop. All right, so the guy says, guys, I'm in a really bad place, and I need a reality check. Okay, at least he's self-aware. My wife is my best friend. I love her. She's a great person, kind, loyal, all of it. We've been married for 3 years, but I feel like my wife is ... slow. I know that sounds horrible, but sorry, I know this is mean that I'm laughing, but I just can't believe this dude just said that about his wife. I know that sounds horrible, but I feel like a total a-hole for even typing it out. For years, it's been a thing. She needs me for anything technical and requires problem solving. Yeah, but dude, not everyone is going to be smart in every aspect of life. Like, you probably are really dumb at some things too. Everyone's dumb at something and everyone's good at something. Some people are good at more things. Yeah, that's true. But I bet you she's good at other shit too. Like, I've had to FaceTime her to show her how to find something in her banking app multiple times. Yeah, dude, I do that for my parents like every day. Doesn't mean they're dumb. They just don't speak English. It's not just tech stuff either. It's a bunch of things. We have a totally different sense of humor. This sounds like a compatibility issue, buddy. I can't imagine like being married to someone who isn't going to be a silly, goofy goober with me. You know, like I need like, we're all goofy goobers. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like I need that kind of vibe. I had to literally explain to her what a meme was a while back. And I'll be honest, for a while, I didn't mind. I'm an IT guy. I love how he just brings that out there. A classic IT move. So this stuff is easy for me. Part of me liked being the guy who could fix things for her. It made me feel needed, you know? It was just a little quirk, not a big deal. But now we have a 1-month-old baby, and it's like this small issue has become a monster that's destroying everything. What? Is it really that bad? She just doesn't get it. How to hold him right, how to change a diaper without him screaming. I showed her over and over. She tries. I know she she's trying so hard, but it's like she does everything wrong. You know, I'm pretty sure this is one of the 4 horsemen of divorce, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling. Yeah, this is criticism, and it's a little bit of contempt too. Yeah, this is like Dr. John Gottman's little 4 horsemen. If you guys never knew about this, you guys should read up on this. This one's pretty interesting. Yeah, you're literally doing like 1/2 things that statistically lead in divorce right now. She'll do something that makes no sense, and the baby starts wailing, and I have to step in. I've read about mom brain or whatever, but sorry, I'm laughing at the fact that you put that in there. But shouldn't she be more in tune with the baby? From what study do you think that just because a girl or woman has a baby, they're like, oh, shouldn't you be in tune with it? It's like, you're connected to me. I'm dying at this dude's like critical thinking skills. I feel like I'm the one who knows what he needs and she's just fumbling. Dude, you are an asshole. What the fuck? This is crazy. And my patience is just gone, completely shot. I'm snapping at her. I'm being sharp and critical, and I can see it on her face that I'm just crushing her. And then I feel like the biggest POS on the planet. This has to be my fault. Okay, at least he's self-aware. Like, I will give him that. I mean, I'll give him nothing else, but at least he's aware. We're both so tired. I know this is supposed to be a team effort, but I'm acting like her drill sergeant and a shitty one at that. I'm hurting the person I love most when she needs me the most. How do I fix this? How do I stop being so angry? Has anyone ever been here before? I feel like I'm ruining everything. I'm no relationship expert, but like, buddy, like it is a team effort. And I feel like if you've been married to someone for 3 years, you should know their tendencies. And you should, like, I don't know. I've never been married, but I feel like marriage to me is very much like, it's 2 ways, right? So like, whenever someone's going through it or lacking in something, the other person's supposed to be the other half, right? And like to help you and stuff. And then you vice versa and everything like that. Isn't marriage supposed to be like that? I don't know. I have no conception of marriage besides my parents, I guess, and like my friends who are married. But every time I see them together, like whenever someone's struggling or something in any way, the other person usually helps. I don't know. And also, like, it's important to pick your partner before situations like this selectively. And like, I don't know, it just seems like you have so much contentment towards your wife. I don't know, it's weird. It's like you love her, but like you're saying some things that I don't know if somebody who loves someone should be saying. Also, this is another reason why women are so scared of having kids and like having babies, because literally 1, your body, 2, like everything else, 3, what if your husband becomes a D-hole like this? Like what? Anyways, let's read the next, the comments. It doesn't matter if a baby cries during a diaper change. A lot of babies don't like them, and there are a lot of ways to hold a baby. Yeah, I kind of need to know how she's holding the baby before I can judge that statement on him. Another comment says, and of course, more than one person couldn't refrain from going, well, you did marry an idiot. You just liked it before the baby. Yeah, for real, what the hell? Yeah, this guy might be the actual dumbass. You know what? He is. Because why would you post this and say this about your wife? That's pretty crazy. Anyways, what's been going on? Labor Day just ended. I just got back from the beach, guys. I'm feeling extra beachy right now. I'm kind of breaking out. It's kind of sad. But yeah, I'm going to get some food today. We're getting Peruvian, so I'm excited. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And thank you so much for everyone who's been supporting me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy this, I do videos like this every day or two. I actually have a fun one cooking up right now. I have a video on the dark side of the fitness industry, a little video essay that I'm doing right now. And yeah, make sure you guys hit the sub, the notification bell, get notified whenever I upload. I love you guys so much. If you guys wanted to join the Discord, I have a Discord down below. That's where I usually chat with the community here and there. And then also I mention whenever I live stream. Yeah, anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful one. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.